Richard Marshall, thanks very much for joining Fax TV. It's been a while since we've been in your office. Feels like ages, doesn't it, I think?
We are usually outside, aren't we, getting the fresh air?
Oh, yeah.
Raining though in Halifax today.
It is. Not very good outdoor weather. We've had a bit of a week off, haven't we, Rich, since the Rochdale game. Enjoyed the break?
Yeah, good. Yeah, managed to get away for a few days. So did some of the players. Obviously, most of them are part-time, so they were off training but still working. And we've not broke too much of the routine. We wanted to keep things the same. I know we're in a different competition now and the stakes are higher, probably more so for other teams than ourselves, but at the same time there's an opportunity to get back into Super League, isn't there?
Has it sunk in yet, the feeling of getting into the top four? Or do you think that'll only sort of sink in, once we're playing these big Super League teams and that sort of thing?
Well, yeah, my preparation's been exactly the same. Obviously, we're playing Toronto this week, who we've played several times this season. We've come up quite short in London when we played them down there, but the home game at the start of the season, we were really competitive, and that's the only game we lost all season at home. So we've got to take that. We've got to take some confidence from them performances and steam into Toronto. They're obviously aiming for bigger things. And it looks like they're probably going to end up in Super League. So we've got to make sure that we have a good game this week.
I'm not sure if you saw the game last night between Widnes and London. Obviously London getting that win. Did you take any confidence from that? A championship team beating a Super League team is quite a close competitive game.
Oh, it was outstanding, wasn't it? London were great, and all credit to them as a club and Danny Ward as coach. That was. It wasn't remarkable and it wasn't unwarranted. They got what they deserved. They played better than Widnes on the day. So yeah, there's a lot at stake. They did look a little bit under pressure, Widnes, but we're only looking at ourselves and our opportunities. But it does give us a little bit of heart, doesn't it? That teams in the Championship can compete. But let's not forget that London are full time and they've got a very good squad down there, some really good players. But so have we, and we've got to get the best out of them this week.
In terms of the group this year, do you feel, without sort of any disrespect to the squad last season, do you feel that you're in a stronger position going into the qualifiers this year than you potentially were last year?
Yeah, well, we can't disrespect the squad because it's the same squad as last year.
Yeah.
We haven't got too many different players. We've added a couple more this year, so. We've added 2 or 3 new signings over the last couple of weeks, which I think will help us.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that they'll get to play on Sunday. Our reserve grade are a year into their development now. I think Fraser Morris and young Will Calcott played last year at times in the middle eights. So they'll be better for that experience, having another year with us. We've only got 2 real problems in terms of injuries with Adam Tangara and Harry Kidd out of the main squad. So if you take all that into consideration, yes, we're in a good spot. Yes, we can challenge, and yes, there is competition for places. So the players have to play at their best each week. Otherwise, we'll just swap the team around.
You mentioned those 2 new signings, something that feels like a long time ago again, but we haven't sort of discussed. We talked about Sam Wood, but Jordan Baldwinson and Liam Cooper. Yeah. Just talk to us a little bit about those 2 signings. Yeah,
Jordan's. I spoke to Chris Chester about him just before the deadline was up, and he wanted him to get out on loan and get some game time in this competition. He was at Lee as well on loan, so we've got a good relationship with Wakefield, and we managed to do a deal for Jordan till the end of the season. He's big. He'll have some size and some strength to our pack. Young Liam Cooper was playing at Whitehaven on loan from St Helens and playing very well there. The coach up there suggests that he was their best player forward.
Right.
So we had an opportunity to swap with Paul Ellens, and again St Helens want their juniors playing at the highest level possible. He's just lacking a little bit of experience, but he'll be playing in the reserve grade this week, and if he plays anything like he did last week, he'll be knocking on the door. He's got some talent as well, so he's not far away. He's probably just missed out this week.
You mentioned the reserves obviously playing Wigan this week, and they played Wigan a couple of weeks ago, last weekend.
They're our best team now, Wigan. Yeah. We went 1 year where they wouldn't play us, and now we can't turn them away. It's great.
Obviously Jordan and Liam both played in that game. Obviously you were there as well. What did you make of the game and the performance of those 2 lads as well?
Yeah, I thought they all went well, and that's why they're included in the first team. Young Connor Davis as well. We pulled him off at half time because we wanted him to run on with the first team the following day. So he's progressing real well. Fraser Morris as well. So yeah, I'm looking for. They got beat, and Wigan are a full-time team. They've got some great players. I think Don Manfredi will be playing from on the wing this week. So, but that's it. That's what the reserve grade is about. It's about playing against the best teams, coming back from injury or some of the best juniors. And we've got a strong team out this week, so I'll be looking forward to that on Saturday.
Let's talk about the Toronto game then. Obviously you mentioned them as, obviously they ran away, didn't they, really at the top of the championship, and speaking to Jordan yesterday, you mentioned them as a really strong physical team. How do you cope with that going into this weekend's game?
Well, we have to cope with the physicality. The difference is now is time and space with the ball. Going from the championship to the middle eights, time and space will be limited. Decisions will have to be made up quicker. The line speed that Toronto bring applies lots of pressure to your halfbacks. Scott Morrell in particular got a couple of contacts last game, which were very, very fine line, and yeah, we've just got to match them. We've got to match their intensity. We've got to match their speed and match their physicality. If we do that, and we do what we do well, we should be okay. Our defence is second to theirs in the competition. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be a good battle. But we are by far the underdogs in this one. They've got a fantastic team squad, and they'll be looking for bigger and better things.
Obviously, like you mentioned, we are the underdogs probably going into every game from now until the end of the season. Does that change anything in terms of the preparations or anything like that, or is it just still exactly the same as it was in the regular season?
No, my job is to prepare the team to the best of my ability, which I do each and every week. But it's also to keep the lads' feet on the ground. They're really excited, and excitement can go. You can just be happy to be there, and I don't want us to be happy to be there. I want us to be excited because of the work we've done over the 23 rounds. But I also want us to expect to win a couple of games, as we saw last night. Anything can happen on any day. We're at home, we're a strong team. So, watch this space with all of that. If we do go down, we will go down fighting, I have no doubt about that.
Playing at home as well, obviously it's been quite an advantage for us this season. I don't think we've lost at home in too long. Do you feel that will be a potential factor going into the game this weekend? Yeah,
that may be something that Toronto are looking at, but obviously they're the last team to beat us. So they've got that in their armoury. It's not another league game, it's a different competition, but the preparation isn't any different. We've had two really good opposed sessions this week against our reserve team, which, we talk about the reserves, they're really, really helping our prep. So we're practicing with the same intensity as what we're going to be coming up against, hopefully, on Sunday. So, it's a bounce of a ball, a kick, a straight kick, a straight pass. Let's hope them fine margins are in our favour this week.
In terms of the injuries, I know you mentioned a bit about Adam Sangata and Harry Kidd. Are those two are we likely to see them before the end of the season? Or?
Adam, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, he's just out of his leg brace now, but he's got to do a lot of rehab on his knee. Simon Griggs has a knee injury; he won't play this week. He has had injections in his knee the last 2 weeks. We're not a team that just injects our players and throws them out there. It's not what we do. He's too valuable to us, Simon, as well. So, but apart from that, the week off, as everyone was bouncing in training. We are really looking forward to these next block of games.
Richard, just before I finish, an update on your leg as well.
Right, interesting.
The brace is off, isn't it?
I'm ready to go.
You ready to go?
Yeah. It's been good. I've been doing some swimming and I'm ready to go. So I won't be hobbling around on crutches, which is good. I nearly got run over on the training field the other day. I can't move out of the way as quick as I'd like.
Right.
When Jacob Fairbank's running at you and Ed Barber and people like that of that size and physicality, you've got to get out of the way.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not as nimble as I used to be. But yeah, ready to go and looking forward to this really, really, really great test for us at the weekend.
Richard, best of luck on Sunday and we'll speak to you again then.